What's going on, guys? This week we're driving the 2019 Lexus LX 570. The LX is Lexus's full-size SUV. It's their flagship SUV, and it's one of the few body-on-frame SUVs left on the market. That means it's a big and bold SUV, so let's take a look at the exterior and see what we're dealing with. Up front, you get that big, bold Lexus grille. You can get the Sport package on the LX, which gives you a custom look with that front grille. You also have these really nice stylized LED headlights. You get power folding side mirrors, and you get these outside puddle lamps that have the Lexus logo or the LX logo. It's really cool looking. The wheels here are 21-inch 10-spoke alloy wheels with a black and machine finish. These are a $745 option on this vehicle. This is a big vehicle. Total length is 200 inches. Width is 78 inches. Height is 75.2 inches. And the full wheelbase is 112.2 inches. With that out of the way, let's pop the hatch and take a look at the cargo space. Now you can get this configured in a 2-row or 3-row SUV. This one is the 2-row SUV, so we don't have a 3rd row back there, but that means we have a ton of cargo space. To be precise, that's 32.1 cubic feet of cargo space behind that 2nd row. You fold that 2nd row down and that becomes 50.1 cubic feet. So this is a big vehicle. That's quite a bit of room, and it's a heavy vehicle. So let's check out what's under the hood and see what powers this monster. Under the hood is a 5.7 liter V8 engine, naturally aspirated. You get 383 horsepower, 403 foot-pounds of torque, and that's matched up to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And that setup is good for towing 7,000 pounds. Fuel economy wise, you're looking about 12 miles per gallon city and 16 miles per gallon highway. Definitely not great numbers. During the full week of us driving this vehicle, I've been averaging 15.4 miles to the gallon. The interior in the LX is obviously really nice. You get these nice black leather seats. You get real wood accents here. These seats are obviously power adjustable with memory settings. You get heated and cooled seats. The steering wheel is also heated. You get knobs and buttons and switches for days. You can control all types of stuff. And a lot of this comes down to all the off-roading features of this vehicle. The back seats are also really nice. The 2nd row has plenty of room, especially for kids. Throw the 3rd row back there and you still get decent room, but you lose a lot of cargo volume. With 3rd seats in this vehicle and having them up, you really don't get hardly any room behind those 3rd seats to haul stuff. So if you're carrying 5, 6, 7 kids often and you've got to haul their stuff, this SUV isn't the best family vehicle for that. Along with all the off-roading buttons and switches, you do get a lot of technology in this car, although it is pretty outdated, which is pretty common for Lexus vehicles. The infotainment system is called Lexus Inform. Again, it's a pretty old system. It looks outdated, and it is outdated. You don't get Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Basically, the new Corolla has a better infotainment system than this Lexus LX. You do get a 12.3-inch high-resolution display. It is not touchscreen. You do have a knob here in the center console to do all the controlling of this split screen display. One thing you do get that is great is a 360 camera. So parking this big SUV is made so much easier. I wish that every truck, every big SUV, and pretty much every car had the 360 camera. It's just about peace of mind. So this thing does have a full-time four-wheel drive system. It is a beast at off-roading, which really surprises me every time we actually do take it off-road. I didn't take this one off-road, but I have taken the LX off-road at some events a few times. With being a big SUV, you also get really good visibility, so it's really easy to keep up with what's going on around the car, which is really helpful for traffic like I'm in now. All right, up next we're going to talk about price and what this competes with, but I really got to get out of this traffic and I'll be right back with you guys. So the base price on the LX is $86,380. This one, the full MSRP is $89,940 with just a few options. When you're talking about competitors, you could look at something like the Infiniti QX80, which is a bit cheaper, but a really nice, luxurious vehicle. I think it suffers from some of the same problems that this would. If you have a large family, there's not a ton of room in the back. And Infiniti's infotainment system is also a little bit outdated, but not quite as bad as this Lexus. You also have the Cadillac Escalade to look at, which is probably one of my favorite full-size luxury vehicles. The Cadillac doesn't have the off-roading prowess that this thing does, but it's a nice day-to-day driving vehicle. In the same vein, the Lincoln Navigator is a great large SUV, but doesn't do the off-roading, but the tech in that is so much nicer than the tech in here. If you are looking for that off-roading prowess, you might look at the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now the Cherokee is not quite as luxurious as this. It doesn't have a luxury nameplate, but it is really nice inside. It's a good looking vehicle and it can go just about anywhere. You do also have the Toyota Land Cruiser, which is about $8,000 to $10,000 cheaper than this. Basically the same platform, really nice interior, but has a Toyota badge. And of course you can look at the Range Rover, which is a really great off-roading vehicle and luxury vehicle. I don't get a lot of seat time in Range Rovers. I did drive a couple of them at the event that we did earlier this year. Really nice vehicles. I like them, but I couldn't say if I would take one of those over this or that. I probably like the design of the Range Rovers a little bit more than I like the design of this Lexus. Alright guys, and with that I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think about the LX, Lexus, and as always, thanks for watching.